All right, today we're diving into something pretty wild. It's a vision for the future of tactical vehicles called the MR99 High-Speed Defense Platform. And let me tell you, this isn't just a small step up, it's a complete reimagining of what a defense vehicle can even be. It's this crazy mix of battlefield muscle and next-level intelligence. So let's get into it and see how this thing works. But before we can really appreciate where things are headed, we have to take a hard look at where we are right now. As warfare gets faster, more data-driven, and just more complex, are the machines we rely on today actually up to the job? The thinking behind the MRN99 suggests probably not. And those limits really create problems in three big areas. First, you've always got this trade-off, right? You either get speed or you get rugged off-road power, but really both. Second, they can just get outmaneuvered. And maybe the biggest issue of all, they just don't have the smarts on board to make the split-second complex calls that are needed in a modern combat zone. And that, right there, is the exact challenge the MRN99 was dreamed up to solve. It's designed from the ground up as a platform that smashes together advanced materials, artificial intelligence, and a totally radical design into one single powerful unit. So what's the secret sauce here? Well, it all starts with the foundation, the actual physical hardware. The MR99 isn't just built tough to take a beating, it's designed to literally adapt to whatever you throw at it. Now, check this out. This blueprint really lays out the whole philosophy. You can see those sleek, aerodynamic lines, almost like a race car, right? They're meant to slice through the air. But at the same time, you see that aggressive, heavy-duty build of a true off-road beast. It's a perfect marriage of two different worlds. At the very core of this thing is the material it's made from. We're talking about a titanium carbon composite chassis built as a monocoque. Now, what does that mean in plain English? Basically, the body and the frame are one single piece, like an eggshell. This gives you the absolute best of both worlds. It's light enough to be super agile, but it's also incredibly tough and resistant to impacts. Okay, so you've got this super strong frame, but you need to get that power to the ground. That's where this six-wheel setup comes in. It's not just for show. It gives the vehicle way more contact with the ground for better stability, it spreads out the weight better, and when you combine it with an adaptive suspension, well, you get insane maneuverability, whether you're on sand dunes, rocky mountains, or city streets. But here's where things get really wild. Its physical strength is one thing, but it has this almost unbelievable ability to just vanish. The MRN99 doesn't just drive through its environment, it can basically become a part of it. And here's how it pulls off that magic trick. It's a three-step process. First, its sensors are constantly scanning everything around it, the light, the colors, even the textures. Second, it uses something called nanopigments to literally paint that environment onto its own skin. And third, this is the clincher. It actively manages its own heat signature, making it practically invisible to thermal sensors. Get this, even the tires on this thing are straight out of science fiction. They're made from a special composite material that's filled with self-healing polymers. What that means is if they get small punctures or cuts, they literally fix themselves while the vehicle is still moving. That's a game changer for keeping a mission going without getting stuck in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so we've talked about the brawn, the physical body of this beast. Now let's talk about the brain. Because the MRN99 isn't just a pile of cool parts. It's run by a fully autonomous AI that basically acts as an intelligent partner on any mission. You gotta think of this AI as the ultimate co-pilot. It's always on, constantly analyzing the terrain to find the best and safest path, spotting threats way before a human ever could, and it can even pull off complex evasive moves all by itself. But, and this is super important, the human is never out of the loop. You can seamlessly switch to manual control anytime. So how does it know what to do? Well, it sees the world through this incredible array of sensors. It's got LiDAR to create a 3D map of everything around it, infrared to see heat, radar that can punch through fog and rain, and those environmental scanners that feed information to its camouflage system. It all comes together to create this super rich, real-time picture of the battlefield. And its senses go way beyond what's just on the vehicle itself. The MR99 is designed to carry and deploy its own drone. This little guy acts as its eyes in the sky, streaming live aerial video right back to the main AI. They don't just work together, they function as a single, unified tactical team. It's brilliant. Now, powering all this incredible tech is an equally advanced hybrid energy system. On one side, you've got a hydrogen system as the main power source. That gives it a huge operational range and, maybe more importantly, a much lower heat signature. But on the other side, it has a kinetic energy recovery system, or KERS, which is super cool. It basically captures energy that's normally wasted during braking and uses it to power other systems. It's both powerful and smart. So when you put all of this together, the self-healing materials, the adaptive AI, the hyper-efficient power system, you're not just looking at a new vehicle anymore. You're looking at what the people behind this project call a whole new defense paradigm. Paradigm shift? That phrase is really important here. This isn't just about building a slightly faster or stronger truck. It's about completely changing the rules of the game, the relationship between speed, intelligence, and survival. It's an asset that could operate deeper, faster, and more on its own than anything we have today. And the tech here has implications that go way beyond the battlefield. I mean, just imagine autonomous platforms like this delivering emergency aid in a disaster zone, or running entire supply chains without needing a single driver. This could even be the foundation for the next generation of self-driving cars we see on our own streets. So, at the end of the day, the MRN99 concept really is more than just a vehicle. It's a complete ecosystem. It's where the hardware, the software, and the energy systems all work together perfectly to create something that's fast, smart, and incredibly tough all at the same time. And that leaves us with one last massive question to think about. All this amazing technology, the self-healing materials, the adaptive AI, the super efficient energy, it's not going to stay in the military world forever. It's going to find its way into our everyday lives. So what does our world look like when this level of smart, autonomous technology is on our highways, in our factories, and everywhere in between? It's something to think about.